Stephen, 2-1 defeat to Portadown here this afternoon. Can I get your thoughts on the game, please?
Well, we're probably extremely disappointed that we've lost this game today. I think the game was balanced at a draw, if I'm being fair in the game. Neither team had a great hold on the game. We probably had the best of the first half, and they had a 20-minute spell in the second half when they got on top of us and they got their first goal. We get into the game very quickly after that with an equaliser, but we're naive in our defending by not getting tight to the man on the left-hand side here, and you can't let a ball come into your box from that distance. We should have made the tackle, we didn't do it, and they score a goal. Put us under a lot of pressure, in that moment. You're now chasing the game with 20 minutes to go, and we threw everything in the kitchen sink at them, and we ended up putting Jimmy up there to try and cause some havoc. I'll definitely want to see the last moments of this game back to see if to put a ball into a crowded box in the last kick of the game. We went ahead and we score the goal for an offside flag to go up. I like to see that back, and I've asked the referee and the linesman to show me that back and give me their verdict on it. If they've got it right, fair play to them, and if they haven't, then they should ring me and say so. But look, that's the nature of the game. You've got to defend your own box, and you've got to try and put something in the opposition's net. We haven't done that. I thought our play around in the final third today wasn't good enough. We didn't receive the ball well. We didn't touch and turn. We didn't create openings like we did on Tuesday night, and that was disappointing for me. So look, there's lots of reasons, ifs, buts and maybes, I think, for players, and we came off the back of a great result on Tuesday. Confidence was high. I thought we did really well first half and territorially, but we were not good in that final third as regards quality, and that's the hair of disappointment for me.
I suppose tale of two parts, sort of as you say. Obviously defensively as well. After we concede one, we got ourselves back into it. To then concede the second. With the cross in and the header. Again, it's that challenge of trying to get back into it from there. Definitely,
yeah. You put yourself under a lot of pressure whenever you don't put the opposition under pressure, and as I say, we haven't done that well enough. I thought both centre halves for both teams were the outstanding players on this pitch today. And Jimmy and Luke, they were setting the play. They were the ones that were conducting the orchestra, and as were Alt on top of Muskimmon for them. They were able to deal with the threat. So that tells you a little bit about the balance of the game, where it was and how it was. There was a hair's breadth between these two teams. Yet again, one goal decides this game either way, and I've said that to our players afterwards. Every game this season, it's been an odd goal, whether we've won it by an odd goal or we've lost it by an odd goal, and we've got to stop that rot of losing by an odd goal. A draw would have been a fair result and a good result, but it wasn't to be, and that's how tight this league is. The teams are so very evenly matched, and but you're on the wrong side of the result, and that's the disappointment in it. And but players have given their lot. They've worked tirelessly. It's a very empty feeling after such euphoric feelings on Tuesday night. It's a very empty feeling in the dressing room after we're listening to the boys really having a go at each other around all of that. But that's the passion. That's what it means to them. They're all very good friends, but the passion comes out of them around when they lose, and I get that completely. And it's up to me and the staff to try and put a lid on it and try and put them back into place and try and just drive them into a good space as we will. But a little bit of disappointment here today that we haven't got something out of the game.
Thank you, Stephen. Top man.